Nice, good little intro there. What is good, Nomad Pack? You already know who it is. Major Nomad here. Back at it again with the bangers, especially on Friday. And we have a lot to cover and unpack today with the recent current events going on. I'm going to be covering and giving my takes on Venezuela, the big news hit today with, well, it happened the other day, but with ICE and whatnot, the whole debacle in Minnesota with ICE, more than that, and break down a few more things and react to a bit of typical stuff going on in not only America, but a little bit of the world too, but mostly here in the States. Especially give a more good, clear-cut, somewhat diplomatic, at least to a degree, than others that have covered this, and a more fair assessment on a bunch of things, not just what I've mentioned too. We have a lot to cover and react and unpack too, so let's unpack this dubs, dumpster fire, etc. one at a time. Everybody sit back, relax, enjoy, and let me know your 2 cents on both the live stream and the comments after the VOD too. I'm very curious. Let's get into it. We'll start with, oh wait a minute. Don't know why that's there. I forgot to switch that for later. We'll react to this. This is somewhat new that came out by Midwest Safety. Shout out to them. Always coming out with the good bangers. We'll be reacting to this recent body cam. This actually made the news too. Some people have been talking about it. I wonder if this is related to the recent story as well. This person steals a police car and it doesn't go well. Oh, another situation and statistic going on. Man, politics and that have made the world crazy. Mostly on one of the side of the political spectrum, but just in general, man, it's been rather toxic. It's one thing to give your disagreements and takes and whatnot on it, even if it doesn't completely match up the facts and all the story and or the full behind the scenes as well, and getting all the information you could, but regardless, people are just been handling it very badly. Alright, let's get into this, and I gotta pick up my spit bottle. Always with these shaker cups falling around.
He's just stole a police car.
On December 5th, 2024, in Sedona, Arizona, officers are led...
Oh, it happened 2024. People were talking about this online, though, before. Seemed like it happened as of recently. I wonder if this is still related, though.
Wild goose chase around the entire city when a suspect continuously breaks into people's homes.
Maybe it was a memory because of what happened as of recently with the whole ICE and the freaking activists going around in Minnesota. It's funny. Nick Shirley, too. We're going to cover more on that, of exposing the big scandals going on with the Somalian immigrants there and whatnot. That whole daycare center fraud that's been going on, thanks to Nick Shirley breaking it down and covering it and making Tim Walz look like very bad governor, and, you know, exposing his foolishness behind the scenes as well as the fraud going on there. I'm surprised he still tries that. Man, it seems like that side of politics is like a big-time goofy mafia, except they get away with a lot of stuff, unlike the regular mafia from back in the day. It's amazing and concerning and just big clown show, to say the least, but in general, it's just amazing this guy doesn't try to run off to Switzerland or something, because after his term, you know he's going to be in deep trouble. I know Trump is definitely wanting to crack down on him.
And then leaves.
I digress.
As
Let's
officers
finish
follow the
this.
breadcrumbs leading to the suspect's location. They're forced into their own worst nightmare.
Hi. Are you in here by yourself?
Yes.
Did you call 911?
No, there was a guy here asked to use it.
The telephone?
the phone, and I said, well, if it's a local call, sure.
Yeah, he called 911 a couple times. Said that he didn't want to get in trouble by his mom. How old was he?
24.
In trouble
you
by
know
his
him?
mom? Oh no.
But you didn't recognize him as somebody that lives anywhere around here? What color was he?
White.
What did he look like?
Ruddy.
Did he happen to have a blue hooded sweatshirt on?
I didn't really notice,
Any-
but it's possible, yes.
Any tattoos on his face?
I don't think so, but,
Okay.
but his face was really ruddy, you know, and
Okay. Ruddy like acne scars? Like that kind of ruddy?
like, well, just very, very red.
Okay. King One.
Yeah, my question is if they have a photo of the guy, and they should in the database, why don't they pull up their phone and show a photo to get a better idea? Because some people ain't gonna recognize stuff and try to remember up first, but when you see a full picture and face of the guy, it's weird, especially with older people. It could kick up a memory in their head that they kind of buried or so. It's amazing when you see the full picture, especially if you got more of a full picture, so it really kicks up in a lot of people's head. It's one thing for them to have it, but younger guys, come on, you gotta have better memory than that.
He said he was a white male, around 24 years old, very ruddy face, red. And what direction did he go after he left here?
Out the door.
Okay, so he came in, used the phone, and then went out the front door.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have a burglary in progress. I have to go. If he comes back, please call our dispatch.
Officers now receive reports
This guy
of
has
the
a nice-ass house.
suspect throwing a chair through the windows of a home and entering to use their phone to call 911, as well as his own mother. When officers arrive at the house, the suspect was reported to still be in the area.
The strobe lights.
Police department! If you're out here, make yourself known. You're gonna get hurt. That's probably the same person that was just at Sunset. I asked the old man at Sunset if he was wearing a blue hooded sweatshirt, and he couldn't say. Did you see a gentleman out here in a blue hooded sweatshirt? No. Don't approach him. Police
Well,
department.
no, duh, don't approach. You should be checking that shed and then move on to the house.
I guarantee that was him at the Sunset.
So he called his mom from your phone? He called his mom. His mom called back and left a message here, and you can listen to it. Okay.
Can
Oh,
we
the
have
other
her
guy.
number?
He threw a chair through the next house, the window in the next house down. And it was this neighbor that called you.
He also went into the Sunset Mobile Home Park, into the office, and called from the landline there too, 911. So let's get her number real quick.
Wonder why is he calling 911? It says, well, I thought I read a little bit of the description. All I gotta say is apparently the guy's got some issues and what he's doing isn't helping. They gotta send cops on a whole goose chase after him just to catch his ass. Like, damn, mother's gotta do better due diligence to make sure effed up kid is taking them pills, or else he definitely needs a better watcher.
Sure, go right ahead, make yourself.
My 2
Do you
cents.
have her phone number, the mom?
Yes, I will.
Here, this is his cell phone number.
That's her cell phone?
It probably is.
I could
Probably is. They don't even know, man. A lot of older folks there.
Hey, this is Officer Beer, Sedona PD. So, do you have a phone number? You don't
This
have
is
a way
definitely
to
a
reach
really old
contact yourself? Anybody
retirement
here that-
community, seems like.
No, I don't.
We haven't found him yet. He's creating a lot of damage, breaking windows, throwing chairs through them, and
What?
he's bleeding. We can't find him right now.
Oh my God, oh my God.
The Hampton Inn called and asked if we would trespass him. He ran before I got there to make contact with him.
It's fight or flight.
Yep.
That's what he does.
So
He's
then,
so scared.
then he went into the mobile home park on Sunset Drive. Are you familiar with the area at all?
No, not
Okay.
really. We're staying out in Cottonwood.
Okay. So he went into the mobile home park, into their office, used the landline, called Sedona PD a couple times, wouldn't identify, and we didn't know it was him, but he was whispering, I don't want to get in trouble with my mom.
Oh God, he's so scared.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Well, you gotta so scared. I think there was a funny comment I caught through when I was about to react to the video. I gotta get back to it, but it was funny. One of the commenters said about that comment. I digress. We'll get into that later. I just kind of want to say something about it now, but it's probably not as accurate or professional if I do it, and then you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Then on Northview Drive, he threw a chair through the front window of someone's house, and then he went to the neighbor's house, and now
Oh my God, he's never done this before. Honest to God, he's never done this before. He's never done this
Well, obviously
before.
something made him really
Never
snap.
been this- Never been this
Okay.
freaked out.
When we do make contact with him, should we expect for him to be aggressive? Because what we're considering right now is that he's aggressive.
No, he's not aggressive. He's scared. He's scared.
Does he take any medications?
No, he's not on anything right now.
Or can you come this way?
That explains a lot.
I was
Okay.
working out here.
So as soon as you turn on Northview, you're going to see our red and blue lights. All right, well, let me fill my sergeant in, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Mom is turning around at a Royal Pinion right now. She's going to come here, but he didn't tell her where he was at. And so she's like, he's probably scared shitless.
I'm sure he is.
As the two officers now split up, one officer interviews some of the burglary victims, while the other finds a male
He
matching
stole
the
stuff,
description
too.
sitting behind a building.
Hey, Nathan.
No, it's not Nathan. I'm just Nathan.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry?
Derek.
Derek? Okay. And he came back in and he went in and laid down on her bed.
Oh, gosh.
He asked for a glass of water.
Okay, this
and
guy
I
is
gave him
off
a
his
glass of
rocker.
water. When I gave it to him, he said, "Did you put anything in this?"
He thought you were trying to hurt him, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
this
but
guy's
then when
definitely
he went-
very
when he
paranoid
lay down
and
on
a
the
little
bed, he
bit of
said,
schizo.
"You put something in the water. It's made me sick."
I was making sure you're not Nathan.
All right.
You don't have any cuts on you, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, we're looking for Nathan. He's got cuts on.
Ran into Nathan.
Where?
So he came to my van.
Okay.
I didn't know who. I saw his mom.
He's got cuts on him when you ran into him?
Homie's bleeding right now.
Yeah, where
I
is
don't
he at?
know. So last time I saw him, he's on this road somewhere, no farther than like 200 yards.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I said, this is the best water in Sedona. It's right here. His hand and this is
It's
from-
cut over on this side right
cut, yeah.
Okay.
A person just told me they saw him
Oh,
there
and
at the
he-
brewery. So far, I don't see him near
He's
the
a
brewery,
cutter,
but they
too.
said it
Oh,
could be
this
also
guy.
could have been walking towards
Yeah,
contractors or that
he's
area.
definitely going to have to spend some time in the
This will be your
loony bin.
suspect. He's inside the store.
He's in the road. Don't run! Don't run!
Reported to be running on Carp.
He's running from me. Where'd he go?
He's straight up ahead.
Yeah, I don't know which way.
No, straight up on your right. That's
Okay.
right there in the middle.
Okay, I gotcha.
How the hell did they not
He's
notice?
still running up Coffee Pot northbound.
That's affirmative.
Get on your knees! Get on your knees! Get on your knees! Don't run! Don't! I'm not gonna shoot you. Don't run! Get down! Get on your knees!
I'm here, sweetie.
Get down! We're not gonna shoot you!
Okay, I'm okay.
We're not gonna shoot you!
Just scared.
I know.
Bro.
Making contact. All right, Nathan. You're good, you're good, you're good.
Hey, get on your knees! Get on your
Damn,
knees!
the
Come on,
dumb,
Get down, baby. Get down.
not for nothing, but the female officer should know better. That's right in his eyes, and I'm sure he's not wearing sunglasses. You're obstructing his vision. You should know better than that. I mean, not for nothing, but do they have glasses that stop those big time lights there? You're gonna obstruct his vision in case he has something on him.
Get on-
Get down. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay, Nate. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Don't Don't you get in that car. Don't you get in that car. Don't do it.
Get away from that car!
No. He's stealing a police car.
Now that kid is screwed.
He just stole a police car.
Yo, this dude is hella crazy.
He just stole a cop car.
The officers should kind of know better than that. See, that's one thing that gets me irritated. Luckily, he didn't hit the power line pole or whatever while doing that stupid stunt of his, but that's what pisses me off when idiots do that. That's why we gotta move it, because there's so many freaking people that got issues that don't know how to drive a car and hit that stuff, and it messes it up for everybody around the block. Sorry, not sorry. Do something about the poles, or do something about those Looney Tunes. As to, we have to indirectly deal with consequences because of fools like that not being checked and under control. A lot of that is the government's issues too, not funding these mental hospitals on both sides, but it's like, come on. See, he wasn't thinking clearly, that's where he fucked up.
He crashed the car.
Damn, she parked ways away to not catch up. Or wait, is that the other officer? Oh, smart grab, whatever that was. Is that AR?
Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. I will not shoot you. Get on the ground. Hey, I won't shoot you. Hey.
She missed with the taser. Also out of breath. I like those comments. Like, yeah, you would think, I know only so much people can have stamina, but you would think they have some better ones. Some of these cops need to work on their cardio and stamina on some real shit.
Ma'am,
Stay back.
tackle him!
Don't shoot me.
Tackle him.
Don't shoot me.
Get on the ground, shoot him! Put him in handcuffs!
Don't shoot me. Help. Nathan, the other one.
Dude.
Again?
Dude. Come on. Do what I ask you. Do what I ask you. Put your hand behind your back and you won't get tased. Put your hand behind your back.
You're about to get
Nathan.
tased again.
Nathan, just please do what I ask you to do. Please put your hand behind your back. Come on. Please put your hand behind your back.
Cooperate.
We understand you're going through something.
Come on, buddy.
Nobody wants to hurt you. No one wants to hurt you. Okay. Put your hand behind your back. Okay. Put your hand.
Come on, Nathan.
Stay back, ma'am.
Get that guy away from me.
Nathan, you're fine.
No!
There, get the taser out.
Nathan!
He's still squirming a bit.
Put me to sleep.
Mom, bring me back to life. Mom.
If he's resisting it, you get tased.
Do you want tased again?
Nope, I'm dead.
Let your hand go.
Let go.
Help!
Why don't they tase him in the neck area? That weird pressure point and stuff will make them, because I've seen that happen. Why they always tase at the neck, 'cause it makes their arms wobble too. I'm wondering why they stopped a lot of these practices, you know, like tasing in the neck area a little bit, and also when they have to stop the driver. I understand with their cop cars, but why don't they always aim for the tire? You know, some tires you're worried about the bullet deflecting you, but if it's like a hollow point or so, just aim for the front part of the tires, you know, from front to back, and that shouldn't happen. If it does, it like really mildly go back, and most of the rubber of the tire would stop the bullet there. Its main thing is making sure the tires get stopped so the person can't drive so good and really fast with messed up tires, you know, not for nothing, but they did that stuff back in the day and it was still effective.
I'm gonna lift up his knees, we're gonna put him underneath.
No.
All right, now we're gonna strap him in. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'll give you down my. I'll give you down my. I'll give you down. Sit up.
Okay, we gotta go feet first.
I'll give you down.
Into the car. All right.
He's going to be treated in jail?
He will eventually, yes.
Ruined a cop car, man.
Yeah, ma'am.
He punched and kicked.
We're done. We're done talking, ma'am.
This is not normal behavior, you know.
Wow, and she's arguing with the fact you could tell the cops were not having a bad day catching their whacked out of their mind son, however you want to call it. And they're definitely not having it. And she goes like, I see that, I know, but damn. Be a little more sympathetic there. Luckily, they didn't shoot him. Not for nothing, but they probably had grounds to. Luckily, he didn't have a weapon and made it worse, though, too.
Jail?
He will eventually, yes.
Ruined a cop car, man.
Yeah, ma'am.
He punched and kicked.
We're done. We're done talking, ma'am.
This is not normal behavior, you know that. You
Okay.
can see that. This is not normal behavior.
Okay.
This is not normal.
It's not normal.
He is not on drugs. He is not on drugs. I'm not on drugs.
We never said he was.
And he's not. You're gonna see. He's got. I have the proof.
Okay.
I have the proof.
You'll need to get with the attorneys about that. Yeah, he stole my car and crashed it. Yeah.
This suspect, Nathan Nichols, was taken to jail on charges of theft of means of transport, 4 counts of aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer,
Oh, he's in
unlawful
big
flight from
trouble.
law enforcement, 2 counts of resisting arrest with physical force,
Yeah,
first-degree criminal trespassing, 2 counts of criminal damage, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and assault. Court records indicate that while in jail for this incident, Nathan allegedly assaulted jail workers, causing him to pick up 3 more counts of aggravated.
Now he's in even deeper trouble. Yeah, her son, not mental hospital, but he's going in the big pen where it's even worse. Because them jailers are going to bully the shit out of him.
Aggravated assault to a correctional employee. Reports indicate court evaluations have since determined that Nathan is incompetent to stand trial. However, judges are in the process of reviewing whether involuntary psychiatric treatment, including court-ordered medication, is necessary to restore his competency so he can face prosecution. While competency issues remain unresolved, Nathan has not yet stood trial or been sentenced for the incident. He is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Now, we know the police deal with
Typical responses, okay. Now I wanted to get to this by... Oh, wait, let me read the comments. Hold up a sec. Yeah, I agree with this comment right there. I never understood why police vehicles are not equipped with mobilizers. Facts. OMG, the mom treats her psychotic son like I treat my cat when I take him to the vet. Oh, he's so scared. You're okay, honey. Savage, but also good point. There's definitely more to touch on with these videos, and I will definitely do that, but everyone wants to get into the whole big stories that I was saying I was going to react to, and I'm going to cover it from different perspectives. Let's see different perspectives and views on this. Okay, I want to cover, like I said, that. Let's get into it. We're going to get the full body cam perspective on where it first happens, because there's already been talks that, you know how mainstream media, apart from a couple companies, and of course Fox News, even though they're okay, but I prefer more alternative, unbiased, independent media, even if they are maybe a little bit more, but you can never find completely unbiased media to a degree, except I know a couple, but Fox News tends to be, you know, even though they're more in favor of Trump, which, yeah, fair. I like, of course, Trump to a degree, even though I may agree or disagree with some things, and I will cover on that too, but it's good. News needs to be unbiased and not fair and square in general, but here's the full body cam video right here. And you can see right here, it's like this really makes their hard case to be victims even worse, especially the lover. She already looks like a Karen as well.
That's okay, we don't change our
our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
And see right there, they are very lucky because in other countries, especially the more third world countries that tend to be communist, they would have already been thrown in the gulag or hit with the butt of the gun and thrown in the gulag in general long ago. I digress.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh, it was a Honda. I thought it was a Chevy. I guess I was wrong. And see right there, I thought it was the guy that hung on the car, but wait, this guy didn't even hang on the car, it was the other guy.
It'll be the same plate. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the
This one definitely is a Karen too.
Get out of the car.
Ooh, right there. And you see, was about to leave the girlfriend while the girlfriend or her love or whatever it is was trying to get inside the car too. And then she said, "Nah, I'm out of here, bitch." And then about to almost get her hit, but the guy, the ICE agent in front of the car trying to help out the other one, gets hit. Now we see more of the full clarity instead of other long video perspectives or the long camera when it first came out. See, I like that. Only can be covered in other things, and we're also going to give more coverage to this as well. See other perspectives and whatnot. Let's see, too. Here's some that happened recently as well. Oh, I didn't even... Wait, which one? Ah, this one. Okay. We'll see both. It looks like the same thing, though. All I gotta say to that so far is... It's a big thing, and see, this is what happens when people get too crazy with their politics and take money from a lot of these awful puppet master, how should I say, I can't say who, even though there's been speculations and, of course, almost complete facts of who's funding a lot of these activist, extreme groups, causing all the issues, messing with law enforcement, especially ICE and whatnot. It's like, yeah, that doesn't help your cause if you want to protest and whatnot. I think it's better not even peacefully, even though it's better, but peacefully protesting if you want to get real results done. Better talking about it on social media and that anymore, because you got the advantages now of big online platforms and social media to cover this down, to crack more down. I mean, hey, that's what Nick Shirley did. I mean, look at Nick Shirley. He went and exposed the thing and then try to burst into those so-called child daycare centers and kick down the door and caused issues there, because that could be very problematic. You never know who's behind the doors there. And not only could he get messed up from that and fucked up for trespassing and kicking down the door like a robber from the guys on the other side, but also within the law too. He was smart about it and not getting in the way and say, okay, fine, we're going to leave. We'll just report this and give us our, we're going to give our take of what we think is going on here. And lo and behold, maybe even though I don't want to give ideas to the other side completely because they would probably mess it up completely and make it worse, but should probably consider taking notes from the, journalists on the right side in that. They know how to do it way better than you guys, not for nothing. But considering it's better than the alternative, I don't know how much they're getting paid by these corps or elites or what have you to these, it's kind of almost like a mafia. You got your big wigs or the big guys that triple down the money like a pyramid scheme and pay them, and then the figure in the figureheads, leaders of these activist groups get their big chunk of change, and then they command their string of puppets to go ahead and do all this while they sit back and film and stay out of harm's way. So in case they get into some trouble, be like, oh, I'm back, I'm out, I'm all the way back, I'm not messing with you, while the grunts do the dirty work. Just to simply put my point there, in case like a whole group of them was getting arrested, they have a chance to run away because they were a decent distance, and to avoid getting arrested by them causing the issues, even though they're affiliated with it and kind of inciting the issues, they still have a chance to get away and play dumb and probable cause. Oh, I was out the way. I didn't tell him completely to do that, you know? I digress, but yeah, here we go. I think this is still in Minnesota.
Step back.
It's always these type of folks right here. If you know, you know, it's always these. It's like, you're not making a good impression on your cause, getting arrested and or manhandled by the police for causing issues, and the feds, law enforcement, what have you. You're not helping your cause there. You're making it worse.
Step back. You hit a vehicle. Stay back
And she's fighting back. That's not smart, especially when the other side has a bunch of tools with them, not only the guns, but the pepper spray and the pepper ball guns and stuff like that, which care like a motherfucker. There's more of them than you. Not very smart. Self-exposed right there. I agree, you know, not for nothing too. One more thing before we react to it. Once more, because this is, it's fun to watch these clips that come out. Malcolm X said it right, and I completely agree with Malcolm X. Be careful, the white liberal is very deceptive like a fox, in a very bad way. Do not trust the white liberal. Malcolm X had a very good point there.
Step back. You hit a vehicle. Stay back
Her kids are cooked. If that she has kids, those kids are cooked. Let's see some more. Let me double check, because sometimes Twitter's For You, even though I have a good For You page, it can be kind of wild there. Oh, here's one right here. It has nothing to do with the recent stories or so, but yeah.
all the way around this audience. We're going to take it all the way around this audience right here. You guys stay right where you're at. You're perfect. One more hits. Really, you let that audience have it. Take it all the way around this audience.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'm being a little too harsh for a second, but I'll be so... I'll be somewhat fair. At least they ain't blocking traffic, okay? I give them credit there, even though they're being cringe clown show. At least they're not blocking traffic, so... I'll give them credit there. At least they learned from some others' mistakes, at least from what I see in this clip. So I'll give them that much. I like this comment, bro. What the fuck is wrong with white liberals? Easily the most cringe human beings on the planet. Fair point. I agree. Okay. He's been making a lot of Twitter news lately. Myron Gaines. Hate him, love him, dislike him, disagree, etc. I'm in the middle. More is like, okay, bro. Man, you be wilding on Twitter sometimes. But either way, this is what he had to say. I seen some of his stuff go viral, but I'm like, bro, for real, chill a little bit. Chill, dude. This was a clean shot by Ice White. 3 things matter when cops use force. And proportionality. Reasonableness. Cops gave her clear lawful commands. They have zero duty to retreat during a legit enforcement operation. She committed a federal crime. 18 USC 11 assaulting and impeding law enforcement officers. Oh yeah, true. He was HSI federal agent, so he would definitely know about more of that than I ever would. And it gets way worse when you use a deadly weapon. Oh yeah, a car can be a big time deadly weapon. I know people, especially on the left side and the more commie side, always talk smack about guns and that, but a nice SUV or pickup truck can be maybe even worse, especially they have some armor protecting them as well. Even if they don't go really fast and hit the gas on those cars, it could do, because, how should I say this real quick? With an SUV or a truck, you could run at least a fair amount of people over at once versus, especially in a little sidewalk or so where there's not much room to get out of the way, versus a gun, you have to go one at a time, even if you're deadly accurate and whatnot. But some guns, of course, can spread more like a shotgun, but most people, the crazy people that get their hands on a handgun or assault rifle, they have to do one at a time. Versus a car just vroom and run over at least 4 or 5 people. Okay. A car is coming at you as a deadly weapon, full stop. Shooting to stop the threat is 100% proportionate, reasonable, hell yes. She ignored commands and floored it towards the officer. Yeah, and don't forget, the girlfriend was trying to get back in the car as well and could have hurt her girlfriend or her, like, fiance, lover, what have you, I don't know. But imagine it could have been both of them dead because you indirectly got your girlfriend hurt really bad or worse, and then trying to floor it on the cop and getting shot there. There would have been 2 dead instead of 1. So as much as the girlfriend was talking smack and being mean with ICE, the ICE agent indirectly did her a favor because she could have got in big trouble too, and the girlfriend would have taken a lot of the fallback and got arrested because of the girlfriend's antics. I don't know what happened to the girlfriend of the how should I say, circumstances of that situation. I don't want to say victim, because from what it seemed to me, it didn't look like much victim there, especially running over law enforcement. And if it wasn't law enforcement, imagine trying to run over an ex-military person just walking by or trying to confront you about breaking their car or whatever from hitting. You know, it's just many things I could argue there, but I digress. A civilian would have been 100% okay with it, especially in the red states, but the cops dealing and ICE and agents dealing with a lot of bullshit and corruption in the blue states, still, it'd be hard to argue justification, because you're getting almost hit with a car and you're trying to stop the driver from freaking turning you into roadkill. What'd you expect? Cut and dry, clean shot. Stop being soft emotional about it. Facts don't care about feelings. Compliances save lives. Most people complaining have never been in a life or death situation. True. But under, certain administrations, especially the previous one with a lot of the issues going on there, more people are starting to maybe wake up and realize, okay, yeah, we need the cops to not mess with the cops so much and let them do their job against these bad individuals. Like, luckily, I learned this shit at a young age and didn't live in the whole idealistic mindset, and I had the old school Italian dad smack reality in my face and say, hey, that's not how the world works, stupid. Don't be stupid and act right. And if you have a problem with law enforcement, you be smart and let lawyers handle it. Yeah, and jump when someone calls their name at Starbucks when their latte is ready. Please shut up. Interesting take there, and I agree with a fair amount of that take. Or most of it, I mean. Especially breaking down the law. See, that was a long crime right there when he said, what's it again? 18 USC 11. Yep. And that's assault and battery and deadly, because it's a car, deadly assault and battery on a Leo. That's even worse. Massive. President Trump is considering eliminating all taxes and gambling winnings in the U.S. only thing about that is there's going to be a lot of freaking gambling addicts wanting to get more back into that and people becoming big gambling addicts. But hey, if it profits both sides and whatnot, then I guess good job, you know, good thing there. But I'm not much for gambling or care about gambling. So either way, as long as it benefits everybody in general, well, at least taxpayers and whatnot, then I'm all for it. Okay, let's see this one. Code Violet gets a 4 from IGN. This likely explains why they weren't already going on the defense productivity a few weeks ago. They knew their game was shit. Alright. Oh. Look at this comment about the whole ICE thing. Yep. I'll be diplomatic about it. Like I said before, regardless how you feel about ICE or the whole immigration situation, I'm pro freaking immigration, but there's better ways to go about it and there's better ideas. Instead of causing issues and fighting with ICE or so, maybe try to come up with plans for your government officials, whether it be governor, mayors, Congress, senators, etc., and putting together plans that could benefit both people there and make sure we got good immigrants coming into the country and providing value to the country and earning their way into a better life in our country, so it could be more prosperous for both sides instead of just open borders, not vetting, letting potentially really bad people in, causing issues, you know? Drain the swamp. Do you support this plan? Oh, yeah, we definitely need a plan on the House and senators and the House term limits. If the president and that, not only the president, but other members of the government can only have a term limit, I say both Congress, senators, governors, mayors needs a term limit too. I say 3 for all, maybe 4 at the most. For like senators and Congress and mayors and that president. 2 to 3 terms if we do a whole switcheroo and improve on that, but I'm kind of in the middle about it. But no, of course, I'm fully in support of term limits for mayors, governors, Congress, etc. I digress, of course. This is how you get shot in the face. Another perspective. Oh. Is this the car? That looks like an expensive car. That was a Chevy. Damn, that'd be expensive. Let me guess, the girlfriend didn't pay the bill when that car got hit by it. This must have been when they towed it away. I like this. I asked ChatGPT to make her beautiful. AI never disappoints. Let's see here.
Coordinated.
Oh, here's one where they cover more on it. Homeland Security tweeted this. Whoever does their tweeting and whatnot, the guy was a legend, especially when I first saw their thing, and that what made me follow them too is when they posted the Pokemon theme song of them arresting the illegal immigrants. That shit was gold. And most of the ones that were arrested that they show were gangbangers and, you know, narcos and stuff like that. And Tren de Agua criminals.
Martha, unfortunately, we are seeing a coordinated campaign of violence against our law enforcement, particularly in Minneapolis. We've seen 4
Let's not forget Oregon and Chicago, too. And, of course, California.
Yesterday, we saw an additional today, and we're seeing an 1,000% increase in assaults against our law enforcement, as well as an 8,000% increase in death threats against our law enforcement. But Martha, if we look back, why is DHS here in the first place? It's because
we have seen rampant crime and fraud. That's putting the American people in jeopardy. That's stealing from the American people. DHS has arrested 1,500 criminal illegal aliens just in the last 5 weeks alone there in Minneapolis. We're talking about just days ago, a murderer from Ecuador, multiple child pedophiles. I've seen the rap sheets on these individuals. The crimes against American children and against children are just alarming and very heinous. Secretary Noem and President Trump have put these law enforcement officers on the ground to enforce the rule of law and protect those Americans on the ground. What we saw yesterday, what a heavy day. This is so unfortunate that this happened. It was ultimately incredibly
They're always having to get
preventable.
dragged by 3 to 4 people. Look at that. This has got to be, in this one right here, they're all liberal women that are getting dragged. The men are hiding behind them like cowards, like, bro.
What happened? Sorry, go
Smart,
ahead.
though, because I wouldn't want to get in trouble for their stupidity, because they did something stupid. Oh, look at this. Absurd. California has a budget of $18 billion budget deficit. Oh. Medi-Cal spending for illegal immigrants. That definitely explains why your country's cooked. And Elon retweeted this. Unless stopped for fraud, California, Minnesota, and elsewhere will keep increasing until it bankrupts the entire country. Yeah, I like when he first came in, Elon, as Trump's treasurer, was really cleaning up a lot of the bullshit we was spending on and a lot of the wasteful spending and finally getting the economy more stable, too. That was a big help. Shout out to Elon there. Breaking a... That's new. I didn't know that. 165-page complaint with DOJ against Washington University in St. Louis for systemic DEI practices that discriminate by race, sex, and other protected characteristics while receiving billions in taxpayer funds. Yeah, that definitely needs to get cracked down on, too. That's one thing. Trump, and especially Linda McMahon that's in charge of this, should definitely do a better job with a lot of this woke propaganda indoctrination in colleges, because that's not what people are trying to learn unless they want to be in political science and gender studies, which is a waste of time and money, but needs to be stuff that creates intelligence, build industry and whatnot to increase not only America's network, but also intelligence, as well as creed, not stuff that makes the country dumber and less less productivity. I mean, yeah, productivity, that's the word. And or economically strong. Let's see what else here. People are really talking about this situation. Something that hasn't been covered.
The highest honor.
Let's react to this. I haven't seen this one yet. This is somewhat new. Already people getting angry about the whole situation going on. Had to find a good one. This was yesterday, actually. This figures typical area. too. This looks like New York. I'm assuming they're definitely blocking a lot of people walking to a certain direction unless they paid money to secure that area for however long. Yeah, that's terroristic threats right there to a government official. That's not going to help you. See, it's this type of rhetoric right here that really makes your cause look very bad. Threatening to kill federal agents over that. The whole situation, which was in self-defense. And you can make the argument, yes, I would say, if anything, they could have shot the tires out first or so. Because I don't know why we stopped doing that. But if you're getting run over and you don't know if your teammate, of all the excitement is going on, that your teammate isn't still under the car, hanging on to the car for dear life, not to get squished by that whole SUV. Your main thing is to try to get a good clean shot to stop the driver, even if it means going for the head and taking them out that way. But still, life and death situations, the main adrenaline kick, survival instinct that first pops in your head is aimed for the head of the bad guy. Not for nothing, but yeah, I digress.
I dedicate that one. Listen, you don't gotta chant it if you ain't ready. But some of us are pissed off, aren't we?
And he has to read right there. He can't even fully read what he got from his anarchist figurehead leader of the He seems like he's doing all the talking for the guy that's probably leading it. He doesn't seem like much of a leader or head of the similar to that one situation, the anarchist that causes stuff there, the figure / leader head, and he has his grunts around him. I wonder if he's actually it, because he doesn't seem to have a full composure there. Maybe he's like, oh no, am I actually saying stuff right? I think the person that wrote this I'm messing it up here, and then I'm making it sound worse than what it is. But realistically, this guy is going to end up just getting in the way and probably throwing something at ICE agent and getting arrested for being a clown. I guarantee this dude's going to probably end up there unless he hides behind the grunts and pushes them ahead to do all the stuff and get arrested while he runs away. It's always these type of guys, want to be tough guys, and end up getting fuck around and find out situation, as they say. I hope it's worth the money they're getting paid to mess and destroy their lives.
When I say Renee Nicole Good, you say presente. Renee Nicole Good. Renee Nicole Good. We are going to say that. If I may, let us not say her name. Because say her name is for members of marginalized communities whose deaths are forgotten.
Thank you.
What the hell?
Nobody forgetting Renee Good. She has achieved the highest honor a white person can achieve. Race traitor. She was not just an ally. She is now bestowed the honor of accomplice. Renee Good! Renee Good! A quick note about Minneapolis.
I think the guys that were marching around the sidewalk in those different color outfits are less cringe than this guy right here and this whole crowd in New York. Obviously, states you don't want to be around because look at the idiots here. Like, wow, they're the reasons why New York keeps going down the tube, and there's only so many corporations in that's stabilizing it. If they went away, ooh, these motherfuckers would have to be as badly unemployed, and it would look like mini Venezuela in New York if a lot of the people that stabilize and give some of these people jobs, even though these are a lot of unemployed peeps, or if they are, they're going to probably end up getting fired from their job if they're playing hooky on their job to be in this whole crazy protest. But I think they blocked it off, so at least they're not blocking a lot of traffic and whatnot. But still, this definitely isn't looking good and helping their cause when they're asking for people to get killed and freaking... Oh my goodness. This guy better be careful before he gets put on a watch list.
Hey, how many of you know that Hilton hotels have contracts with ICE? Did y'all know that a Hilton hotel in Minneapolis kicked out ICE from its hotel?
And that's less money in their pocket because these motherfuckers ain't staying at no Hilton hotel. You already know.
The Hilton chain kicked that hotel out of the chain. Corporations must be held accountable for their collaboration. Corporations must be held accountable for their collaboration. Remember that. One more note about ICE. How many of y'all know ICE and the Israeli army train together?
How are they going to hold them accountable by not spending money they don't have? Or by standing close to their buildings and holding up signs? That's not going to help. Most of the corporations that work with ICE and that make a lot of money because they have the conservative people buy their products and whatnot and make them the money. These motherfuckers, I'm seeing probably a whole thing together, probably at the most 80,000 with this whole group of what this whole group is worth of their careers and whatnot.
Fuck Israel! I'm gonna bring back the hardest chant from 2025, and I want to see mosh pit energy from this crowd. Jump up and down. Back to the idea.
I'm surprised I don't see a big-time Twitch streamer by the name of Hassan Piker in this crowd right now. Look at this. It seems like they are very against the... They're holding up all these signs with the swastikas and that, comparing ICE and other, I guess, corporations or so against that. But seems like these liberal... I'm just going to say these liberal commie-crats here seem to have a lot more similarities to the guy with the mustache, freaking the Nazis and whatnot, compared to the... Oh, man, it's just... I can't stop thinking about something funny right now. They have more in common with them than they do with hating them, so I'm surprised they hate something these guys would have more in common with. And they're comparing ICE with that when ICE is definitely against all that shit. It's funny, they made, what I'm thinking about, they made a funny meme video about this big-time liberal woman going back in time to assassinate Adolf and whatnot from the 1940s, and then it was funny, they were talking and comparing policies and stuff that they both were liked and were against it, saying, wow, I do that too. Oh, you don't like free speech? I silence that too. We have a lot more in common than you think. Because you already know a lot of these people like dictators. Look at the whole fiasco with Maduro, which I will be covering in a second. But yeah, let's finish this.
Just for the hell of it, one more chant. Because the name of Dr. Martin Luther King has been disrespected enough by these white people. Fuck Charlie Kirk!
I was waiting for at least that one.
Thank you for your energy.
So I wonder afterwards, did they just run around and protest, or what did they do afterwards? Just stay in the area and just like, what do we do now? Psst. Just watching this whole thing was like, oh my goodness. And they still have been freaking going nuts about the whole Charlie Kirk thing. Like I say, I wasn't a whole big fan of him and everything, but damn, the poor guy got shot and everything, and you're celebrating that. It's like, y'all a bunch of freaking goofy, crazy motherfuckers. Somebody needs some psychological evaluations there. And this is coming from a pagan who wasn't really a fan of him, but I'm like, or at least when he talked a lot with the politics into the religion. I know most Republicans and whatnot are Christians and sometimes hardcore Christians, but it's like, damn, you don't like somebody, actually debate them and have better takes in debates and out debate him than use this a little bit. We got this for a reason. Use it and outclass them in the debates, but a lot of these times, a lot of these motherfuckers can't debate themselves out of a freaking wet paper bag, as they say, or debate themselves out of paying or overpaying for something very simple. That's like, y'all need to actually read books and get your money's worth instead of spending thousands of dollars and catching debt at college for worthless degrees. They ain't gonna make you money. Not for nothing, but a lot of these poor folks, why they're probably desperate for cash doing this stuff, is they got scammed, and even then that's probably not helping much of their college debt. But if they get put on watch list and threatening government, law enforcement, and officials, yeah, it's going to be harder for you to get a job at McDonald's or even Target or Walmart. So that's going to make you even worse on your debt. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to cover this on both sides as well. All right, let's start with this. It's a little bit random, but definitely we got to talk about more of this. And I even reacted and gave my tweets about Venezuela. Venezuela timeline became third richest country in the hemisphere in 1992. If that's true, impressive. Became second largest purchaser of F-150 jets. Voted for socialist president. Income and quantity in 2001. Imagine what would have happened to us in 2024 election if it didn't go the way most of the population wanted in America. Okay, all higher education became free. Socialists banned private ownership of guns. Yup, that's what communist dictators do. Bernie Sanders praises their American dream. 2014. Opposition leaders are imprisoned. Yeah, that's very communist. Guess who did that back in the 1940s? Germany. Food/healthcare shortages became widespread. Yep, Constitution and elections are suspended in 2017. 2019, unarmed citizens massacred by their own government. No wonder why a lot of the Venezuelans, when this all happened with Maduro, everybody was going crazy and celebrating. I'm glad they're really benefiting from this whole mission too. Not for nothing. Just gotta point that out there. Okay. Oh, what do we have here? Colombian leader walks back criticism of Trump after call.
On Venezuelan TV today, what the government called a gesture
PBS
of
News.
peace, a promise to release political and foreign prisoners, an effort by Maduro's former deputies to convince the world they will not continue the policies of the now ousted dictator.
Consider this as the contribution that we must all make to ensure that our republic continues its peaceful life and pursuit of prosperity.
Human rights groups estimate up to 900 political prisoners are held in Venezuela, many detained following the 2024 election that the U.S. and international observers say was won by the opposition. Recently, those opposition leaders have demanded the prisoners' release. The U.S. today continued to demand cooperation.
I'm chairing the meeting that we do on this among White House principals to talk about next steps to try to ensure that Venezuela is stable, and as the president has directed us to do, to ensure that the new Venezuelan government actually listens to the United States and does what the United States needs it to do under our country's best interest.
And today, Venezuela was not the only government trying to fulfill U.S. interests. For months, the president has issued verbal attacks.
Colombia is out of control, and now they have the worst president they've ever had.
And threats at Colombian President Gustavo Petro.
He better wise up, or he'll be next. He'll be next, too.
Trump, exactly. You shouldn't threaten people that have a way bigger setup than you do. There was a thing, let me find it really quick after we finish this. I'll look for both at the same time, but yeah, shouldn't threaten people that have way more better stuff than you do, should I say. Let's put it that way. Because it's like, I'm not messing around this time on my second term. I got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do here, and you're making it harder for me. Or this is probably not the best example, but you're making me be very itchy on my trigger finger right now. Give me a reason, stupid, I guess is another way to put it. You shouldn't learn the hard way of what Venezuela had to learn. F around and find out. Even though, yes, there's downsides to that. Maybe he gave them chances to be more diplomatic and make deals, but as a dictator, Maduro didn't want to learn the easy way, so he had to learn the hard way. I even commented on why it has its upsides and downsides and agree to disagree on some things with Trump, but at least he's making it well worth our while. But in the long run, you got to make up too for the long run, because now the international community, even our so-called allies in NATO, aren't approved of this. You also got to make sure BRICS and that doesn't continue to poach on stuff and make our dollar weaker is all I got to say with that one, but I digress.
Of military action.
He has cocaine mills and cocaine factories. He's not going to be doing it forever.
So there will be an operation by the U.S.
It sounds good to me.
For his part, Petro's been among the president's most vocal critics.
We must respond, as humanity has already done, by standing
because he
firm,
wants that
taking to the
cartel
streets
money
to defend people's rights, the rights of democracy not to be governed by tyrannies.
On social media, Petro called Trump's comments illegitimate threats and likened his actions to Hitler's. But then came a phone call last night, and just minutes later, Petro flipped the script, literally.
I had a speech prepared for today. Now I have to give another.
Expressing hope for continued dialogue and cooperation on clean energy. The president agreed, writing the conversation was, quote, a great honor, and that Petro has accepted an invitation to meet in Washington in the future. It is a rapid, remarkable reversal and reminder of how much the president's international relations is about personal relations, a lesson that Brazilian President Lula Inácio da Silva learned after a chance meeting.
I was walking up to my teleprompter. I said, I don't have a teleprompter. But just before that, I met with President Lula, and I found him to be very good.
His personal relations with foreign leaders are really key.
Yeah, not for nothing too, last thing for this comment. You may have pulled that with the previous administration and walking around bullying freaking the Biden admin, but not this administration. Careful who you talk to like that, or you might get yourself into a lot of sanctions or worse.
A key to what the nature of the bilateral.
This administration don't fucking play. That's all, keep it a stack there, but we got to be smart about it. And if we're gonna pump out our chests and show a force of might, do it with countries that aren't another superpower like us. With us another superpower, we have to be more art of war tactics, but less on the war part.
The relationship is more generally.
Kevin Whitaker was ambassador to Colombia from 2014 until 2019 under Presidents Obama and Trump.
One of the things that characterizes the Trump administration, especially Trump 2.0 now, is that policy formulation resides with the president, full stop. And so getting through to the president and saying and doing things that are pleasing
what the heck?
to him are about the only way for a foreign government to manipulate policy.
Whitaker calls Colombia a key U.S. regional ally in confronting the multi-billion-dollar cocaine trafficking industry. But under Petro, cocaine production is at an all-time high.
Petro's failure to address...
At least they're smart, unlike Venezuela and Mexico right now. Other Venezuela got taken care of because of the whole fentanyl thing, because that became a weapon of mass destruction. And then high-key kind of is, because it is taking so many lives and whatnot. And that was commented before on other people on Twitter is another reason. And chat, sure, it's not about really the cartel and the drugs. A lot of it was for oil. And the lack of not China and Russia getting into Venezuela to have them as a neighbor and a lot of dealings there, because, we wouldn't want not full allies wanting to be close to our backyard, especially, I like Russia and whatnot, but China is not really a big fan of us, especially now, and, fair enough, but we don't want them too close for comfort when they're not particularly fond of our government right now, and them not being able to fully take advantage of us too. And, Trump being hard with trades with that as well. I say we should be a little more diplomatic, so there's no hard feelings there, even though we should recoup of some of the situations that got taken advantage of the previous administration. But, we should be more smarter about it, is one of my criticisms of Trump. Make sure we got some money back and have a good, fair and square, but a decent advantage on the trades with China. I know he knows what he's doing, but, sometimes it's good to show a good show of diplomacy and shake hands. And when diplomacy doesn't work, then, say, okay, if we're not going to do good on trades and deals and you're not going to give us a more favorable deal, but still fair and square enough, then I guess we're just going to charge you more on the tariffs then, if you're going to be a prick about it. Not for nothing.
The cocaine problem, both by ending any eradication of coca, but also by taking his foot off the pedal in terms of military actions against these illegal armed groups, I think is a real source of friction between the two countries. If yesterday's phone call begins a process of recuperating that relationship, that would be a very good thing.
And it would be a thaw, apparently agreed on a single phone call. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Nick Schifrin.
Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely new. Earlier, too, Trump was talking about the deal. He held a big meeting about the oil companies. Like right here. Here's good
we are open for
news with the CNBC.
For business. China can buy all the oil they want from us there or in the United States.
Yeah, but they don't have a leader to help with the oil rigs and whatnot, and who's going to get it. See, some of these comments are crazy. Look at that. It's like, well, it's ours now, so sad, too bad. Hold that L, I guess. China will not buy the oil. They don't need it. You'd be surprised. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but Russia only has so much oil to sell. In the Middle East, they have deals there, but right now, it's kind of all over the place. Who knows? But I'm sure they'll want to do better trades with us when we sell them some good oil. If they want to, that's a good way to have a bargaining chip there. This comment really quick. So the U.S. just openly stealing from Venezuela. It's not really stealing when their leadership is taken over. It's called, to the victor of the battle belongs the spoils. I mean, now you can make an argument with that about the Middle East, because at least the whole nonsense in the Middle East didn't grant us much or give much benefit over there. At least we're finally benefiting, and it didn't cost a lot of soldiers and whatnot through the whole battle of capturing this dictator who didn't have very good intentions for us and was one of the key reasons pushing fentanyl in the country through from Venezuela to Guatemala and Mexico and this whole thing, because the Colombian cartels aren't as strong as they once were back in the 80s, because even then when they're investing in submarines and really nice boats and that to try to do maritime drug smuggling, very high likelihood with modern technology in the Coast Guard of them getting their stuff seized. So the only easier way for them to extort and push out a lot of these really bad drugs, coke, what have you, they have to do it through Mexico, and that's how Mexico became so rich, or the cartels became so rich because of that. I digress, but yeah, some of these comments, man, it's like, well, no, duh, to the victor belongs the spoils. We'll let this play on, but
Russia can
I got
get all
a
the
thing
oil
to do this.
they need from us, and they do like oil, even though they produce a lot of it. But China and Russia and everybody else is able to go, and we'll be open for business almost immediately. I have a feeling the $100 million will be spent $100 billion will be spent very, very rapidly by these very big, powerful, and rich companies, and I think they're going to be able to rebuild the infrastructure. And I hope it's going to be brand new as opposed to a rehab, because I know the tremendous difference between the new and the not so new in your industry. We are open.
I know it's going to take a little bit of time for everything to get to work and stabilize and new machines coming into mine, this oil, my only thing. And I will be a little disappointed with Trump on this. I hope within the next few months, not a whole year, but the next couple of months, there better be decreases on oil, gas, and whatnot, as well as the energy, gas prices, but mainly the economy being a little more, at least a little more budget friendly. Otherwise, this is a big disappointment if this oil isn't going back into the country and the economy and just giving out, or so. That will be very disappointing. Biden gives away shit. Trump shouldn't, and I hope he doesn't. Then I will say, yeah, way to go. Now that was a big waste of freaking money and time. Because there had to be at least a few $100 million to $1 billion to do this whole raid and whatnot in Venezuela and to organize stuff there to restabilize their country. But yeah, let me do a little something to comment on this. A little something funny. Gave me the idea. Tried to find the exact one. Let me see here. It's kind of funny.
Here we go. So
That's not the one. Damn it. Should have been more prepared for this. Oh wait, I have a better idea, which reminds me. No. I forget the name to the fucking game that my friends, a couple of my friends are playing right fucking now. I can't think of it though. Not Dota, son of a bitch. What's the name to it? You know what, this is, I'll get back to it in a minute. This is taking a little longer than it should, but let's go back to reacting to some of this. I'll look it up on the damn my other screen while we do this. Sorry about that, chat. Appreciate your patience. Oh, another independent media. This looks like Spanish news here. I think this is them celebrating about the Venezuelan being free from Maduro.
Ya terminó todo. Puesto en libertad a Diego Pilieri y Enrique Márquez. Está Enrique con su esposa.
Ya estamos bien. Dios te bendiga, por favor.
That's the fucking name. That's nice. I want to get more into the. Oh, here's another one. There we go. I saw that on TikTok before randomly when it first happened. My great-grandmother, 93 years old, and grandmother alive to witness the liberation of our country. Hell yeah. See, that definitely made me say W. Glad they got to live to see their country free. And it's only the libtards that are going crazy, not being thankful. They don't give a damn about them, but themselves or their puppet masters' money they get. Sometimes we're a little bit too modern and spoiled for our own good, my 2 cents, that's the problem. I don't know if this song is copyrighted, so I almost forgot about that. I was on Twitch for a second. Like, I'm too used to not having to worry about that till later. But you could tell they're having a good time. This must be a mix of the ones that went really, that got lit up on social media, that got real viral. Damn, you could have sworn how happy they... Oh, this is in New York. You could tell they're having a ball there. Break out the cake, break out the champagne. Time to celebrate. I bet you there was some libtards in the crowd, though, trying to shame them for celebrating. Like, motherfucker, like you would know what's going on. You're killing our buzz, killing our fun. Quit being a bunch of weirdos. That's amazing. Alright. Now, here's what I freaking remember. I was going to show you this whole thing in general. Now I remember I was going to show you. Need to find it. Damn it. This is the best way to describe it then. Okay, so this is Venezuela and their military and what have you that they got. Like, I'm sure Colombia is somewhat similar, even though you could tell most of that drug money was probably going into a lot of these presidents' pockets or so. Venezuela's whole, damn it. Couldn't get a bit. You could kind of see it there. So Venezuela's military and infrastructure versus America. And this is just being generous here. If I could get better. Yeah. I wish the pictures would be better, but compared to that, who do you think's gonna win? Yeah. And there's already talks with Greenland. Hopefully we could be a little more diplomatic, because that still costs money, and we don't want to look... Because this is what other countries holding over us, because we're being like hypocrites telling Russia not to mess with Ukraine and Trump being disappointed and everything. We don't want to look a lot like hypocrites, and good to be diplomatic and try to strike deals. But of course, since we really need Greenland, and hopefully it's worth our while because of the rare earth materials they got. If they don't want to be diplomatic and give us a bunch of BS, then I guess do what we gotta do. I don't necessarily care too much as long as it doesn't hurt many people in the crossfire, especially after the whole ordeal, making our economy go more down and bad because of it. I just hope the president keeps that in mind is all I gotta say. And if you're gonna do it right, and make sure we start with being diplomatic at first, then I guess show of force, but only show of force to countries that isn't going to bite us in the ass later. Countries with not much of a, like Venezuela, equipment and resources to back up their BS and the stuff we had to deal with. Because strategically it's good, military-wise, but we should be a bit more nicer with Greenland, because we never had no problems with Greenland, and we don't want to look really bad also to the international world, because regardless, even though in my opinion the Venezuelan thing was a little more justified, even though there's still downsides to it as well, we don't want to be a freaking big bully type of country, to say the least. And that's me being more seeing the long ride, the long picture, and the whole picture of what it would look like down the line. Because, in my opinion, we should be a little more in the middle about things, maybe a little bit centered to the right, left on some policies, politics, and or decisions, and call out a lot of the bad ones. That's just my 2 cents there. Okay. About to react to more soon. Fuck. Damn, I was looking at that. Oh, more of this. I love catching these clips. You can only see them on Twitter because regular news, even Fox News and some independent media on that don't want to cover it. It's like, it's not even that big a thing. I could see if it was bannable or so, but some of these news people are kind of bad. The only more, now it's becoming more mainstream news because of the election, Right Side Broadcasting. I've been really watching a fair amount of their stuff more than a lot of these mainstream media things, other than simple news and Twitter and whatnot. But even them, they don't always cover this, which is kind of whack. They should. Here it goes again. What state is this? Yeah, you could safely say they are. Freaking clowns. I already know, see the vest in that ice. If these guys are legal immigrants, I don't know if their parents came over and had them as a kid, but yep. Your parents are definitely disappointed in you. They came here and birthed you here, if they were birthed here, and paved the way for you to actually have a good future that they're trying to achieve as well in this country, and you're wasting it, jumping on top of federal enforcement cars and making your life more difficult than it should be, fucking up your life, what have you. That definitely doesn't help. If my dad caught me doing that, because my dad came over from Italy overseas, and his granddad, his dad and whatnot did too. My grandpa, then my father, uncle, and that had to do it the hard way, especially my grandfather with not much money to his name. Freaking just $60 and suitcases. And had to start scratch from there, then eventually go back and whatnot. Like, If I did that, both my granddad and dad would be pissed. I'd be catching a couple smacks to the head. What do you expect? You stand in front of cars, you're gonna get hit, possibly run over. That's what idiots do. Especially when you're not law enforcement making a stop. You're just some random Joe Smo being paid to cause issues. If you get run over, it's not their fault. That's your stupid fault. Man, there's a lot of these coming out. Damn, I picked a good time to react to a lot of this nonsense. Oh, wait, I already seen that one. Let me see more, because there was some that I accidentally popped by and reacted to. Oh, what's this that he talks about, Elon? Britannia.
If the fight comes to you, you don't have a choice. You have to fight. So you have to rally all of the people of Britain to fight for the future.
Let me ask
and if this doesn't happen, there won't be a future.
Are you ready to fight for your future, Britain?
Oh, yeah, I feel bad for a lot of British people that have to deal with their stupid government officials and whatnot, and their whole immigration issue. Other countries too, but England is a big poster boy of how open immigration could cause a lot of issues.
For your future, do it, go!
Will we be gagged any longer, Britain?
Oh, yeah, and their lack of free speech.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of people that support it. I guess it was like a whole big thing there while it was a big protest and interview. That's good. Oh, here it is. That's what I wanted to show. Much higher. The lowest estimate in a year. U.S. fraud tops $521 billion. You work your entire life, weekends and holidays. Yeah, where the hell's our free cash? A lot of that was definitely for their money laundering with the illegal immigrant and the other fraud that they wasted their money on. Especially that freaking environmental bullshit and the green stuff and the windmills. I'm glad Trump said this too, and I want to react to that. We're not going to waste our money with a bunch of stupid windmills that is ugly and doesn't help the country that much. That doesn't... Big waste of money and all that. You're better off with just replacing a lot of the stuff with solar at that point. At least it doesn't take up room and get in the poor bird's way and kill a lot of the poor birds that fly by. Like, damn. And you need oil to oil it up to make sure it spins right, like Landman mentioned, which is true. When they have to make sure the rotator blade goes around. Like, damn. I digress.
Wide, and it's considered that even that number you're seeing there, 233 to 521 billion dollars a year, that's probably on the low end. That it's actually much higher, because that just comes from a small number of federal agencies that actually report improper payments. Medicare, Medicaid hold the largest share of that. So now this major fraud investigation wide, and
oh, this is about the Nick Shirley thing. Yeah, speaking of which, let me see what that guy's up to on here. I'm going to try to look on these multiple sources, too. Wonder what's he up to. Not going to see this because it's so many long. Long as well. This I could see and react to. Okay, this I've been wanting to see, because I came across this before but didn't talk much about it other than X-Twitter.
It's actually not just like a normal grocery store. There's actually a bunch of other stores inside of the grocery store. So right here you have one store, right here you have another store, and then right here you have another store, then up here you have another store. In total, inside of this section of the grocery store, there are 6 separate stores. How's life here as a Somalian?
Life is good.
I bet it is.
Phone bills, sending money to Africa. That's
damn, he just exposed himself. Freaking damn. At least he probably isn't making much on the fraud with the childcare facilities.
I do. The business is good.
And how have you seen the rise of Somalians and the rise of Islam here inside of Minnesota?
As well, you know. The rise is good, and we have a place to pray, and life is good.
How long have you lived here in America for?
For 10 years now.
And when you came here, did the government bring you here, or did you come here by your own choice?
I came here by my own choice. I was one of the refugees from Uganda. I was brought by UN.
You were brought by the UN to come into the United States?
Yes. And life is good, you know. We try to enter into businesses. We intermingle. And, yeah, we do what is required.
I would hope so. But, of course, Biden administration. All right. Let me, is there more? I love Nick Shirley, though. He does a lot of good breakdowns. But Trump's got to, other than the Venezuela Green Deal, luckily Venezuela's starting to sort itself out after the aftermath, and hopefully we get that sorted out. But Trump's got to focus a lot on inwards, the whole stuff going on there, not only crack down on the fraud in those states of Oregon, of course, Minnesota, Chicago especially. This place is hella corrupt and needs to be cracked more down on. Fuck Pritzker and everybody else in this state that's fucking it up. Oh, and of course, California, that place still's got issues and needs to be investigated with not only the immigration, but some fraud going on there. You already know. I guess most of the stuff has already been seen or covered, and the stuff he's showing is already the long videos I cannot cover because they're already too long enough. Here is what he says here, and this is me looking at other news too, not just Fox News or CNN, like a lot of these other political peeps do. Oh.
We are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia.
That's true. He's facts about that, so better us than them, especially if they don't want to deal with Russia's oppression that they talk about with Ukraine, and now we already know this situation. But speaking of which, I gotta say this part, and I think I can find the tweet on it. Let me rewind this and I'll give my commentary on that.
We are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay? We are going to do something on Greenland.
And then there are all these crazy commie-crats saying, oh, Trump is pro-Russia and everything, when he just said, oh, yeah, we don't want him to be our neighbor. Nope. Nope. Facts. Hard to come with that argument now. But yeah, after the Venezuela thing, of course, stupid, crazy Zelensky's head with him still getting toppled with the Russia-Ukraine war and whatnot, saying, oh, now that Trump knew to do it with Venezuela, and he had his idea now that America knows what to do with Russia with Ukraine's situation. He said it in a different way, but it's like, the only difference with that, you stupid Ukrainian DEI hire freaking scumbag, is that the difference between Venezuela and Russia is Venezuela doesn't have a big freaking military with advanced weapons and fucking nukes. And do you think it will be easy to get to Russia and kidnap the Russian, capture the Russian president like that, when they also have their own version of the CIA, the KGB, protecting him? We're too nice to Ukraine, man. We're too fucking nice. Even though we're selling them stuff to deal with this situation and kind of doing a proxy war here. Even though NATO's helping out mostly with that, like he pointed out. But either way, there's a difference, and we're not going to start World War III over your shithole country that has nothing to do with NATO. And that was the deal. Like, I'll say this before I can find the more tweet to report on this and comment more on it. Russia said, we won't mess with you, and even though you can say what you want about Russia, and yes, they had their little situations with Ukraine before, but they said, oh, as long as NATO don't come in close to us, we're not going to do anything to you. Lo and behold, they did, and Zelensky doing back door-to-door deals with the Biden administration, trying to get more influence there. And what do you expect to happen? It's like with the same thing. See, that's one thing I'm glad Trump mentions that, because if Russia or China did that with Venezuela or Greenland, what do you think's going to happen? We're going to go up and show up first, guns a-blazing, and taking it over before it's too late. So, not for nothing, but we can't be on this idealistic mindset because, lo and behold, look what happens. What do you think we would do if the same shit happens and if we did nothing? And I'll be honest here, even though I'm an anti-war person and don't like war, if we don't secure our side and Russia being fair, I don't have a thing with Russia. I don't obviously like. I like Russians and I want the best for them as well as any other person, country, continent, whatever. It's idealism. Everybody should prosper and win, but of course there are winners and losers in life. We have to accept that. But besides the point, I'd just rather us get along with as many countries as possible, be friendly or neutral with one another, and have no issues and have everything be good business and or just living our lives and staying in our own lane. Sometimes some other countries have a thing with power and want to push it, and I'll be honest, this country is a bit guilty of that, but I mean the government, really. When I say country, the government. I can never speak about a wonderful country I'm born in, but look at the previous administration making stupid moves and being a big funder of the whole war and not us getting a bit of a penny back and costing the taxpayers, including myself, money, and I don't like that. That's when I say if we're not benefiting and we're going to cause issues and possibly a big war over this, like a World War III, that's when you got to reanalyze the board and say, okay, this is stupid. We got to pull back because we're not going to cause more issues than what we already are. I digress, but that Zelensky is such a piece of trash. And I never usually say this, but the woman that was trying to run against them before this whole war thing is why it slowed down on the elections. The woman that was, if she still feels this way, that was more diplomatic about the situation and probably way more smarter than him, should be in power, not this freaking idiot that scammed a lot of money. Now that he was bullying Biden around thinking he could try to do that with Trump and demand money like a spoiled kid is like, okay, I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to try to push my luck this time. He's still doing it, and this guy doesn't get it. I mean, Zelensky's got to be a big freaking dipshit at this point. Still not getting it. We're not going to do World War III for you. We're not going to destroy the world just because your spoiled bitch-ass got messed around and find out and is running to America and hiding out here. I swear, if Trump, he should watch, because if Trump wanted to, he could kick him out where he can't get out of Ukraine and say, you know what, we're just going to drop you off, because just like the medieval times when a king vacated the throne, to the victor belongs the spoils, there was no king to lead him, and when you vacate your throne and run to another place to hide, then whoever is able to go on that throne and sit down becomes king. That's where we get a little too modern for our own good. At least when we did this stuff, and I disagreed with this thing with America, I disagreed with this, and this is me. I mean, the government, I gotta stop with that. Freaking head. See, no, nothing for me like we used to do in school, but this is the one thing I disagreed with, like when we went after Bashar al-Assad in Saudi Arabia, and then at least one thing I gotta give respect to him about, whether I felt I was neutral, I didn't really give a damn what was going on in Syria, especially at that time, but at least when we did our thing there, Assad was smart, went to Russia and said, I guess I'm not in charge. I got to live my life, not as a king no more, but my life in Russia, because they're the only people to take me and not arrest me. So I guess I vacated my throne. Whoever wants it, good. Hope you have better luck than me, maybe, even though he probably doesn't necessarily feel that way completely. But I lost power. I got beat, so the only thing I could do is live my life and provide best I can with my family. Hope you have better luck than me. Good luck. Even though that really destabilized it and caused more issues than good, as we know. But yeah, that's one thing I will say about the American government. I didn't like it. It was somewhat of a bad move because we didn't really benefit from that either, from what I understand. I digress, though. Let me find that tweet, and then we could go back to some more fun reactions, because after getting a little bit of politics, no matter what side you're on, left, right, in the middle, center, left or right, which is me, I'm more center right because I disagree even a bit with the Republican side, even though I'm always going to have to take the side that protects and is very pro-Constitution and all the amendments, especially the first and second. Those are the main strong points. Those are the sword and the shield of the American pride, creed, freedom, etc. that made this country so great. I'm always going to jump to that side even if I disagree with a lot of their other stuff. Whoever messes with my first, second, and all the Constitution is bad, and I do not like you, and I will never side with you or take your takes on other things, maybe a couple takes, but then I'll say, yeah, you guys have fumbled the bag. You guys on the left weren't so bad around the Clinton era and before, but now it's just got worse. You guys went full commie, and I would rather have nothing to do with you. I digress. Okay. Let's see what we got here, nomads. There you go, what a weird ass name. Damn, this is 11 minutes. I love to react to it, but I'll just read this right here. Zelensky unmasked. He is a criminal. Zelensky tries to pull NATO into a war with Russia. Yep, he's been trying to do that ever since the Biden admin, and maybe a bit before. For Zelensky's in danger to the world, is a danger to the world. Facts. The only way for Vladimir Zelensky to remain in power and avoid prison is to continue the war. Facts, and make a lot of that money too. Where's that tweet he made? This is all old news. I guess he took it off because it made him sound stupid. He made a tweet recently. Even Macron and Stammer are done with Zelensky. Oh, let's see this. This is a little bit off topic, but yeah. I just hope this stuff end soon, because yeah, I agree, especially on both sides, and the random people of Ukraine, as strong and tough as they are, not much compared to all the weapons and equipment that Russia still has, and whatever shipments they get that hasn't already been seized by the borders of Russia to Ukraine and Poland, because they even got some borders that neighbor Poland, which they probably get some of that shipped from that makes it easier. But even then, they probably get captured and whatnot by the Russian government, and they see some of our copies of weapons and equipment, and they jot it down and maybe make slight improvements on it. Like when it first happened, when Biden was in office, they actually got our Barrett sniper rifles, the 50 BMG Barrett, and started to have the design and copycat it, and maybe even made their own little version of it. It's like, way to go, Biden. Way to go, commie-crats. Now they got a lot of their weapons they probably are selling to other people and keeping some for themselves, as well as the design to make theirs even better. Okay, let's see. They're like, yeah, let's not talk to them, like high school bullying the person they don't like. Like, we had enough of you. You're just groupie at this point. Hell, when these two already don't like you and they're the most sympathetic to Ukraine, they're like, yeah, we don't even want to deal with you. That's how I feel. Because they're probably, he's asking for too much money and that, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, we're done with you, bro. See right here. Reporter, Zelensky wants to capture Vladimir Putin. Would you ever order to do that mission? No, because that would be very stupid, and you think that would just happen? They would, of course, fight to get him back and send their own jets and stuff if they even came close. We have a lot of good... We got the SEALs, we got the Green Berets, we got a lot of good people, but ain't no way you're sending helicopters there and planes without them being shot down by a lot of stuff, and even then you get a couple people in there, they wouldn't reach Putin. They couldn't. Because they ain't got much protecting them against that. It'd be like trying to send 100 slightly armed and armored soldiers to a battalion of manned machine guns like in, what was that? Normandy, with all the people that came out from the back of those water-based, where were they, tanks or so? BTRs, I can't remember, but a fair amount of them, and poor guys back in World War II got machine gunned by the Nazis with the MG42s. Fair amount of them didn't make it. Like, eventually they ran out of bullets and finally was able to kill most of them, but at what cost? I mean, killed some of them while the others had to run away, but it was a big cost at that time. And even then, nowadays, they probably wouldn't be able to, even if we got the SEALs or that. And I have high confidence in the SEALs and the Green Berets because they're the most baddest mofos on the planet, but even the most baddest people on the planet and the most advanced military, and that can only do so much. Because they got that stuff too. Just different names.
President Zelensky said that he was watching with the rest of the world as you made this order to go and capture Nicolas Maduro. And he said, if that's how it works with dictators, then the United States knows what to do next. Sounds like he wants you to go and capture Vladimir Putin. Would you ever order a mission to go and capture Vladimir Putin?
Well, I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think we're going to have a, I've always had a...
As much as I like Trump, I'm surprised he has to, I know, show something of force behind them, but that, wouldn't be a very good idea. That would be very bad because, like I said before, little fish versus big-ass huge fish against another big-ass huge fish. It wouldn't go well. It's like even playing field. At least with the little fish, you don't have much resistance. And Zelensky, if he's so tough, I would say, you know what, how about I give you some stuff, American soldiers, or I mean, not even that, I give you some stuff for your soldiers, get you a nice cargo plane and whatnot, and if you think you could do it, go ahead, do it, see how that works. When Zelensky gets done with this stuff and finally gets humbled or goes away, then maybe it will be less to deal with, and they'd be like, okay, you guys won, there you go. Either or happened. If Zelensky thinks he's so tough, he should go do it, then just give him the necessary stuff. Just don't send American soldiers to help and then say, you want to go after Putin? Go ahead, by all means. See, let me know how that works for you. I'll rewind that. I like how Peter calls that out too. I forget what he's with, but he always talks with Peter. I like Peter. I seen a couple of interviews, especially when he freaking jumped, didn't even in a nicer way, but he freaking questioned Zelensky. Why is he showing up to the White House without a suit and showing the respect? Everyone here wears a suit because it's like normal, proper etiquette and respect, but you're showing up in your war fatigues even though you're basically not seeing a battlefield in your freaking life other than just doing your political tours. You're showing up there without wearing a suit until the next time you actually were kind enough to wear a suit. I like where he really questions and cracks down on Zelensky's bullshit. W. Peter.
President Zelensky said that he was watching with the rest of the world as you made this order to go and capture Nicolas Maduro. And he said, if that's how it works with dictators, then the United States knows what to do next. It sounds like he wants you to go and capture Vladimir Putin. Would you ever order a mission to go and capture Vladimir Putin?
Well, I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think we're going to have I've always had a great relationship with him. I'm very disappointed. I settled 8 wars. I thought this would be in the middle of the pack or maybe one of the easier ones.
Yeah, and I can see where Trump's coming from with the disappointment thing, even though it's like, well, they went through all that trouble and work to capture those parts of Ukraine. They're not just going to give it up, especially when they lost some men and I guess equipment being damaged and all the trouble going throughout all that, etc. You expect them to just drop what they took? Zelensky should have came to the table faster. It was just that Biden gassed him up and freaking spoiled him after all this time that he couldn't get humbled himself and said, you know what? I should quit where I am, let them be happy with these border territories, and I keep most of Ukraine, and I'm cool with that. But his stubborn ass doesn't get it, and he thinks America's still going to be his attack dog. The answer is fucking no, and if Trump actually entertained that idea, I'd be very disappointed. As much as I feel bad for Ukraine and whatnot, it still ain't worth World War III. Because then, when nukes start blasting and shit like that, there ain't going to be nothing left to collect. Hell, I don't believe in all that, even as a pagan, that end of the world philosophies, even though I think it's interesting, but the closest thing to the end of the world is everyone nuking each other. That would be very freaking bad. And there ain't gonna be no freaking nice, beautiful nature and whatnot when that happens, and if you even survive in the Fallout shelter, the nice Fallout shelter, like some Fallout 4 shit, you gotta ask yourself what happens afterwards. And if it's even safe to come outside after all that nuclear radiation. Look at the Chernobyl thing. It's still unsafe even after all the efforts to try to make up and clean that up. The Chernobyl thing, even then it's very bad. You still can't, especially with the war exceeding that, it's like, no. It's amazing what nuke and nuclear material can do to nature. But that was on the Soviets, freaking stupid, not having better parameters. But oh, here's the interview. Listen to this shit. See, man, I freaking hate Zelensky. I forget the woman that was running against him, but I think, and this is controversial, I see some things it highly depends. But this is one of the circumstances where I could say, okay, the female president versus him, I think she's a way better probably opponent or alternative than his dumbass. At least she could be more diplomatic. And even then, I'm not too fond of that. But way better than him. That's where one of the reasons circumstances and reasons I could get behind a female president compared to this idiot.
They have to give us money. Yeah. They can give us money for this, and we will. They
have to give us money. I'd be like, okay, you want money? How about you come here and take it, you stupid fuck? Bet you can. I'll bully you like in high school, and I'll make you give me some lunch money, like some bully stuff. I bet you Vladimir Putin would smack him, turn him around, and give him that big wedgie and take his lunch money. Like if this was a high school thing, all jokes aside. But yeah, good luck with that. Like when Mexico was supposed to pay for the border wall, which is joke is that, and Trump over-exaggerating that. Some of the things, I guess, were true enough, and even after a while, they did pay a little bit something, so Trump isn't going to make them give you money, and you can't make them give you money, so you might as well drop that delusion out your head. Even then, you'll probably want, like, a couple $2 billion, and even if Russia were to entertain an idea, it still won't be enough, and you'll probably be petty and try to draw first blood again. Okay. We're going to react to more fun stuff and get away from politics after a little while because it's already starting to be annoying as it is. I can only take so much politics because it already is such a big situation and just nonsense there. So I digress. We're going to switch it up a bit. We might go a little more back into it after a while, but as of right now, I had my fair share of politics for now and covered a lot of the stuff that was been going on and stuff we didn't hear too much about. I'll be right back. Nomads. I'm back. Oh, before I react to something, it's hypocritical code violate. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Flops after the devs attack vulgar mods and block gamers. Of course they do. Typical activist game developers. That's how they lose their money and no one wants to buy and invest their games. It's like, well, when you put it on PC, it's bound to happen, and you shouldn't be mad because that's people are buying your game and making it a little bit different by adding cosmetics or other performances and whatnot and other mods to the game. It's like after the person buys your game, you can't tell them whether you like what they're doing with the game or not. It's their game now. We buy it to own the game. We don't buy it to rent the game. This ain't a renting thing, even though these stupid freaking commie devs and stupid activist devs of these games are telling us what to do with that. It's like, that's not how that works. You want to sell a product to somebody, you can't be like, oh, I'm going to sell it to you, but you can't do this and that, and I don't like that you do this. Well, we spend the money so we could give a shit what you like. Tough shit. Suspect up, motherfucker. Suspect tries to ram police with stolen front loader. Oh, this is different. By police activity, and they uploaded this only a few hours ago. Nice. Let's see. Really looking forward to this one, Nomads. Is there much sound to this, or is this just security camera footage? Body cam footage. Let's watch that. Oh, that was the message. Oh. Okay.
Can you tell me exactly what happened? We just had somebody hop the fence, and it looks like he's hot wiring one of the bulldozers right now.
Do you have video of this?
I'm watching him live right now.
You're on scene or video?
Over video, and we have a guard on site, and I did dispatch them.
Okay, hold on one sec. And he's hot wiring a bulldozer?
I'm surprised he could even do that easy, like
Okay,
a
I'll
car.
give you the
I guess there would be similarities,
Okay,
but I'm
hold
kind
on.
of surprised.
Okay, the suspect, white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
Looks either white or Hispanic.
Okay. Can you tell how old he might be?
Maybe late 20s, 30s.
Okay. And what color shirt and pants is he wearing?
He has a tan beanie, a tan jacket, looks like gray or black pants, and white shoes.
Okay. Did he arrive on foot or in a car?
On foot, he hopped the fence.
Get on the ground! Stop fire! He's still moving. He's going to the pole park. Stop right there! Stop! Stop! Do not move!
Shots fired.
Police! Do not move!
There he goes. Pop those tires. Damn, almost hit that person's house. That's gonna cost a lot of money. What possesses people to do such crazy shit, man? Really?
Copy, I see him. And he's taking off. He's coming towards me now. Hey! He's coming right at my patrol vehicle. Hey! Stop! Stop now! He's coming at me. Stop! Get on the ground! Stop fire! He's still moving. He's going to the pole park. Stop right there!
Holy.
Stop! Do not move!
Shots fired.
Police! Do not move! Slowly climb out of the bulldozer, come down those steps, and get down on your knees.
You understand? Let's go.
Maybe he doesn't.
Hey, keep your hands where we can see them. Get out of the bulldozer slowly. I can't hear you. Climb out of the bulldozer slowly.
Alviso, give him Spanish ones.
¡Salte del carro ahorita! ¡Con las manos arriba!
Can you get a good shot on the 40 from there?
Let me move to where you are.
Yeah, come over here. Louder, louder, Alviso.
¡Salte del carro!
Interesting suspect. Oh, wait, did I seen this one? Oh, this only happened a day ago. Gunfights erupts after suspects opened fire on police officers. Oh, shit. By police activity. Gonna react to a couple more of these and close this in. How long have I been going in for? Yeah. That's good timing. I've been wanting to push extra time, which I have been doing, so I'm gonna react to a couple more of these. And then call it a night. Hopefully, Nomads, you've been enjoying not only my takes, but a lot of the stuff that we haven't been seeing. I could react to something else I wanted to touch on, too. We'll see. Do let me know what you think in the comments and that, Nomads. Why did they always mute it from here, though? It's so stupid. Maybe it's because they say addresses or so in the meantime. I can understand the sirens being annoying, but... I always wondered that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna check the back entrance.
I heard that scream. That doesn't help.
Hey, you got some...
Why don't they carry lockpicks? Well, the lockpick gun, I mean. I wonder why they don't.
Open in the front.
Yeah, I'm talking to her up front with the car that came in.
He's by himself.
The west side of the house last seen. I don't see anything now.
Hello? You good?
Yeah, he's right here.
Watch out.
From Charlie, you there?
Why did he go that way to go through all the bushes and that just to deal with that?
I'm shot! I'm shot! I'm shot! I'm shot!
Where did he get shot at? Yeah, guys, real quick, Nomads, I don't know if you watched this, but remember when both the cops and the feds were only using 6-shooters as a main gun and not a backup gun, and they were showing the comparison with that back in the 1970s to 80s Miami when those two big ex-military bank robbers was robbing and even getting worse, and not only robbing banks but shooting people, and they had the big shootout with the feds. It was the one military guy and the other one with the Ruger Mini or whatever that was, which was interesting and covered by. It's like the difference between military vets and people in the military going and advancing towards the bad guy with the gun versus them running away doing defensive shooting versus aggressive and suppressive shooting. You could have... Isn't that a thing? You could have just hid by the car where the rims are and try to shoot back. And I'm not questioning their training, but they should have a little bit of similar training how to go against a person that already has a gun, because you're giving them way too much space to go back inside or either have better space for... I digress. But I might react to that one even though it's been reacted to, just like the shootout part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna check the back entrance.
Hey, man. Yep, we got someone back there. Here, hold up.
Wow, he's calm thug life. Walking up and...
Is he still here?
He was at the side of the window.
The side of the window over here?
Yeah, I'm talking to her up front with the car that came in. Guess he was on the west side of the house last seen. I don't see anything now.
You gonna have a shield just to be sure?
Yeah, he's right here. What you doing? What? What you doing?
Person Charlie, you there?
Negative. Here, turn around. For what?
Oh. Was that again, or... He got shot in the head. Did that cop die? What happened to the other cop that was running back? Or this must have been the main cop's perspective that... I mean, not the main cop, but the other cop's perspective when it first happened. It gets confusing sometimes when they jump cut it like that. Floor.
Hey man, stop for a second. Stop for a second. Show me your hands.
What you want? I
Damn, he got shot in the leg and the hand. Ooh. It wasn't his dominant hand, so he should shoot back.
Going. Ah, West. I need an ambulance. Give me the car! Give me the car!
Suspect down. I'm holding at lethal.
Help me!
Someone get the suspect down right now.
Fuck!
Please slow it down. Slow it down. I'm shot. He's got a gun. He's going. I need an ambulance. Get on the fucking ground! Get on the fucking ground!
Suspect's down. I'm holding at lethal. Someone get suspect's down right now.
Wow. Is not as intimidating as that scream is. She did take him down versus the two and the other cop and the two cops there that it didn't. W her. Took down the bad guy.
You okay? Suspect! You're all the way to the fucking gun now!
I'm good. Not good.
233. Myself and in the car will take a trailer up to hospital.
I need one more cop! Ready? Hey, listen, man, let that be covered. You two puffed as fuck. You understand? Understand. Move!
Slow down.
Take it, take it, take it. Slow down, slow down.
Let's see what else we got. I reacted to that before. In case I had some others. Give me a second. Let's do one more for the road here. Oh, TJA. Oh, this is new by police release. We'll finish this one off on a funny note. TJ Maxx shoplifter attacks. Imagine you're shoplifting at TJ Maxx. I'm not even going to get into that, but attacks officer with bear mace. It's crazy. Alright.
It quickly becomes something far more serious.
Wonder who, though.
So, I have 3 females in the building right now.
3 females?
They have been actively selecting. One of them I have on camera stuck in the black duffel bag that she selected off my floor. One of them is wearing a black jacket and she does not have a face mask on. The other one is wearing like a red lingerie suit, short sleeve shirt, shorts.
They're still inside
They're still in there, but we can't.
They're still inside the building right now.
We can't do anything until they actually pass from the cell and come out the store with our merchandise. But when I was coming up here to meet you, they were still in the kids section selecting our items.
While the officer waited at the exit for the shoplifter, another officer on standby witnessed an incident in the parking lot and intervened.
Uh-oh, what's going on here?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Come here. Come here.
Hold on.
Come here. Turn around.
This dude's jeans is too tight.
Central, I have 1 detained, unassociated. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm getting them in the car.
Bullshit.
You keep on hitting it.
Oh, at least they're on top of it.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in
Oh,
court.
abusive dad? If that's the case, yeah, the abusive dad getting arrested in front of the kid that probably made the kid's day good. Smack him in the head while you're at it.
Everyone will be appointed to you at no charge. You have the right to stop answering my any questions at any time. You also have the right to have an attorney present during any questioning. Do you understand your rights?
Understand your rights? Yes, no. As long as you understand your rights. I haven't broken on them, please.
I'm glad someone called the police. She's inside our place.
Their mom?
Yeah, she's in there. There she is. But when I told her he was dragging him by his neck, she went, oh, is he?
Al, mom then putting up with that.
I don't know. Well, I spanked him, but I mean...
No, you did not spank him. Everything's on body cam. Is that your mom?
Yes.
Is that your husband? That has the broken arm? That has a broken arm. Is that your husband?
Well, a friend. We're not...
well, he's probably going to go to jail today.
Okay, so, I mean, what happened exactly?
I saw him punching that guy multiple times. And I'm not talking about discipline. I'm talking about punching multiple times.
We tried telling
in
you
the head.
You kept on doing it to him
In the head?
Yeah, it was, it's going to be child abuse.
Okay.
Wow, and she's not even reacting much to it.
Issues.
He must have good D game for the mom to be dickmatized and let the kid get abused. That's not going to help. When he grows up, he's going to remember that, kind of like when elephant memory. When elephants remember when you weren't too nice and abused them, they're going to remember that. And when they need their kids, it's not going to be pretty
on his
when
side
they're in need of help.
of things.
Uh-huh.
Has he been acting up today or what?
Because he wasn't listening, because he was running in and out of the aisles, and he basically told, he said, well, you're going to have to come get me if you want me to stop.
Okay.
And then finally, once he did get him, I guess...
Look, I'm all for punishment of kids who act up, but what he was doing is not right. It's not within the laws.
Uh-huh.
All right. We can go back to your car if you want.
Is there anyone else 10-8 that can come to TJ Maxx? There's 3 suspects and just one of me right now.
$250. I'll help out if you need to. I'm right here. We got this guy in.
The kid should be shaking that cop's hand right now.
If they're concealing things inside the store, we can detain them.
Okay.
But unless...
As soon as they walk out with the merchandise, one had a black duffel that is ours that have a TJ Maxx tag on it, unless they have a magnet, but it is a black duffel.
Central, can you generate a second call at the same address for child abuse? And that's the call that we'll have one in custody on.
Those are the other 2. There's another girl that was with them. She was the one with the black duffel.
Is that them? $250. We sure that's not them?
She's saying that's them, but they don't have any merchandise. They dropped it inside the store.
10-4.
The one the Browns carrying the duffel bag.
We can't stop them.
They're the ones. Come over here.
Was that the wait? Was that the mother in the car that bear maced him? If she did that for the freaking husband, that's even a bigger L on the mom. Not only does it ruin your life, but yep, kids are gonna remember that too, and that's not gonna be good when you're teaching them. Oh, it's okay to bear mace cops for actually helping you and helping your kid. Or was that the other people? I can't tell. Oh, okay, it's the people that were stealing from the TJ Maxx. That's a bigger mistake, especially if they're illegal immigrants. I don't know, but I gotta see who they are first. They looked more tan brown than they are if they were black or so. I can't tell, but if they're illegal immigrants, they're cooked. Going to the El Salvador gulag for you. I digress.
Fuck! Fuck! Sprite! Sprite! Fuck!
Shoot the tires, shoot the tires. They never shoot the tires, man.
Assault on officer! Assault on officer!
Sarge, I'm here with you. I got you.
God damn it!
I'm surprised he's not throwing up. Give him some water.
I got water in my car. Fuck!
Where's your car?
Yes! It's not a Charger. It's an Avenger!
It's not a Charger. Black Avenger. Tag on the back. Hey, I got water. I got water. I got water. Give me one. Seems secure.
What the fuck?
Touch right now. Touch right now. Touch right now. Try not to relax. I've got some paper towels.
Did you get sprayed?
Yeah.
Okay. You back up? Here's some water for you.
Do you have any rags or paper towel in your car?
Yeah, I got a shitload of towels. Let me go. I'll be right back. What's part? Oh, y'all work there?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Oh.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
I can't breathe. God, do it.
Yeah. You want to get 47 or something so we can get it? I think we got one. I think we got one over here. Yeah, we got one over here right now. Cool.
Surprised he didn't throw up if that was bear mace.
Where's another towel? Oh, that's nasty.
Avenger, newer, little small kind.
It was old B-Dog print tag though.
Yeah, then I think that's I said that was one that was at the mall was all beat all up and shit.
It was the same one.
Okay.
Sean.
Yeah.
Take care of him. I'm gonna go get camera.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
One of them pepper sprayed our sergeant.
Okay. I have a officer here, the one that responded to the call. One of the girls that left when they left here, one of the officers that was on a different call, she pepper sprayed him.
I think Beverage seen him leave out of here. Yeah, there was an officer going. Yeah. But I don't know if they caught up with him or anything.
I knew it. I've never been sprayed that bad.
Yeah, Goodall said it looked like a damn hose pipe.
No?
Like a damn garden.
They had it. Fucking girl in the camo and black hat.
That's the one that had it.
She pulled it. So I come for the shoplifting call. Yeah. I see a guy decking his kid with a full-on punch, which makes sure that kid gets ID. It's the young black male, frilly hair. He's the victim. Full-on punch, child abuse. I saw it, witnessed it twice. I see the girls come out. They looked familiar. They matched the description. I see them going towards that Avenger. Perfect description from Academy Sports where they stole felony amount. I go up, say, hey, come here. At that point, she pulls it, sprays it. Luckily, it was a thing and not a gun. Oh, I almost drew my gun, but
So I was already on the floor watching.
That's what Hurt said. He's able to talk a little bit more now.
Yeah, but I've heard they've been using like bear spray and shit like that. So
the one in Nashville, I think, did it. Greenwood? Green Hills or something?
Yes, yeah. So this is the three of them. Okay, this is the one that I have on camera concealing. That's the one I called on. They walked out without anything. There was another female that was already in the store that I was watching. She was the one that was wearing the tan that I was telling you about with the tan purse. And I said, I know she has something, I just can't stop her because I don't have her on concealment. But that's them right there. I think she looked pregnant when she came out.
Did they actually get anything, or is it just the one in the tan that...
You got the merchandise back, though, right?
I did. That's it. That's what they were concealing.
Right, in the bag, yes. So when we were here...
Oh, they didn't even fully... They just took the items and had to drop it and run. They didn't even steal it. I mean, they were about to, but dropped that at the last minute. Stupid.
The Nike, like 30 sets of, like, like $740, yeah. But I just saw that tag. I was like, 2T, okay, still in the kids' clothes.
Yeah.
The woman was charged with theft of merchandise and assault on a first responder. She was later arrested in November 2023 after being located in another jurisdiction while shoplifting again. In that other...
that figures. Oh, and it was 223. I thought it was 2025 at the least. Oh, well. Well, Nomad Pack, I hope you all enjoyed that. I gotta take off, edit some stuff. Let me know what you think. There will be more of this to come. I will catch everyone next time. Peace.